So we are quite comfortable in second position in the league, behind Liverpool of course, but the best news is our main striker is starting to score goals again. Hey guys, my name is Jochen and welcome to part 12 of The Monday Blues. Since you were last here, which was the Zenit game, we have won all our games except for one draw away at Norwich. That leaves us at this point in second position in the Premier League, 4 points behind Liverpool. But maybe more important, our closest competitor is Arsenal and they are already 7 points behind us. As you can see, Man City, which you would expect a little bit higher in this table, are still struggling. Their new right winger, Federico Chiesa, has been injured for the last, I think, 2 or 3 months. He is making his way back, so maybe that has something to do with it, although I can imagine City should have some backups. For today's games, we will play the last game in the group phase of the Champions League, which is away at Borussia Mönchengladbach. As you can see in that table, we are already, both of us are already qualified, so not really an important game, but hey, it's still the Champions League, right? So I think this is going to be our toughest game in the whole group phase, so I am looking forward to go there. Then after that we will play the league game at home against Burnley. Let's play some Champions League. For the game against the Germans, I'm resting some of my key players, like Ruben Diaz, for example, and Jorginho, because they are a little lower on fitness. It's nothing dramatic, but we have a very busy schedule these days, so I just want to avoid any kind of injury. That being said, our squad for today: Kepa in goal, Alonso, Tomori, Rudiger and James as our back four, Sandro Tonali, Kante and Kovacic as our midfield trio, Sancho and Pulisic on the wing, and Tammy Abraham as an advanced forward. Like I mentioned in the intro, this little fella has started scoring some goals. I think he is now on, I think it was 10 hours without a goal that the inbox message said, so good for him. Maybe he's got his confidence back. I did some little tweaking in his tactical setup. I set him on dribble more, shoot more often. That was already there. Take more risk concerning passing and more direct passing. Should have nothing to do with scoring the actual goals. I also changed the roam from position. Maybe that's something that he likes. I am not sure what happened. Don't care. He started scoring goals. And that is what my striker needs to be doing. Let's go to Germany. Now, like I said, we are both already qualified for the next round. So it's not really an important game. It's more like a prestige battle maybe. I don't know. Either way, let's give our team talk. They're expected to prove a point today. That's fair enough with me. Let's kick off. Immediately a semi-injury at their half, so not mad. But they have the ball at the right-hand side of the pitch. And they score after 6 minutes. Holy crap cakes. What the hell was that? Did he do like a cartwheel and dislocated his hip? I'm not sure. Let's have a look again. That's not really how I would like my closing down to be, but hey. And then I think Reece James, yeah, he got beaten in the air by Thuram. Okay, let's immediately say demand more, because even if we are both qualified, I still want to win my games against this kind of team. Half an hour into the game, we had one highlight which ended in 1 goal for them, so not a good average if you ask me. Sancho now with the ball, drives upfield, cuts inside like the inside forward that he is. With the opening to Pulisic, passes his man and maybe should have given it to Abraham. Okay, almost halftime. Oh, I didn't want to praise them. Overwhelmed, okay. Luckily, it's almost halftime. So I can correct that shout. There we go. This was disappointing. and I want you to know it. Let's go to attacking since we have nothing to lose, to be quite honest. So let's just take some risks. But again, Mönchengladbach with the highlight. A ball that doesn't land at their player, so that's good. Tomori now with the ball to start up from the back to Marcos Alonso, who has a lot of space and loses the ball. Could have passed it. And now the laner guy again on the right hand side to Hoffman. There he is again to Ram. I think he's like 2 meters or something because he's winning all the heading duels so far. Kepa with the kick out. There goes Pulisic. Can he skip past his man or get a cross in? He can. And Jadon Sancho with a beautiful header. 4th goal of the season. Beautiful assist by Christian Pulisic. 51 minutes into the game, Borussia Mönchengladbach 1, Chelsea 1. Let's have another look. Pulisic with a brilliant cross, and Sancho just bangs it home with his head. 1-1. I'm still going to demand more, because I really do. I think we are about to, although he's playing a good game, Tonali, I think I'm going to sub Abraham again because he is not doing what I want my main striker to do. Let's get in our Swedish friend Isaac. And maybe I'll just have a look for Tonali in a couple of minutes to sub him. Mönchengladbach with the free kick and let me now sub Tonali for, let me see, maybe do this. There we go. Throw in with Marcos Alonso. To Kanté, has a lot of room but doesn't quite get the pass in. Rudiger now with the ball from the back. James cannot skip past his man. Tonali again as our, of course, our deep lying playmaker. Marcos Alonso gets a cross in and ooh, Isaac just heads it over. I mean, we are better match stats wise, but that, of course, is not always the full truth in Football Manager. Kovacic with the corner. Oh, Kanté. I thought he was offside, but Tomori scores. 1st goal of the season. Assist, which was actually a shot, I think, by N'Golo Kanté. Let's have another look. Kovacic now. I've never seen this kind of corner from him, but okay. And I think this is really, really close of being offside. But nobody complains. Nobody blew his whistle. So Chelsea 2, Gladbach 1. Isaac now, there's a lot of space on the other side as Pulisic, Zenit, Babayoko, Kanté again, and Sancho. Ooh, good save by their keeper. Good attack. Let's do our final substitution for what it's worth. And there we go. Almost at the end of the game now. 90 minutes in, 93 minutes in, 94, and we are done. So all in all, not a bad game, although, and I know it's our hardest game in the group phase, so I can't complain too much, really, can I? Nothing. I'm still gonna say that was a good win for us, just to keep the spirit up. And let's see who was man of the match. N'Golo Kanté. Alrighty then. For the Burnley game, I'm going to do a little bit of rotation once again because of our busy schedule. Burnley are 10th in the Premier League, so it's not necessarily going to be a walk in the park. I do want to rest Jadon Sancho because he is on high overall risk of injury. And I don't want that to happen because Everton just came back out of injury. So I am going to give him some playing time later on in the game. That being said, our squad for today: Kepa on goal, Grimaldo, Christensen, Diaz and Caesar as our back four, Jorginho, Mason Mount and Loftus-Cheek in midfield, Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic on the wing, and Tammy Abraham as our deep striker. Let's play Burnley. As for our team talk, that's once again the same thing that Jody suggests, but I'm going to do that. Only Mason Mount looked happy. Good stuff. Let's kick off. 10 minutes into the game, and the first highlight appears. Burnley with the ball. Mason Mount with the steal to Tammy Abraham, who has got no one in front of him, of course. Very good pass. Mason Mount alone, and whoa! Shoves it home, does a cartwheel, and fourth goal of the season, assist by Loftus-Cheek, which was a beautiful pass. Let's see it once again. Here he goes. Bam! Just over the whole defense. Mason Mount as our Mezzala, and very good finish. Chelsea 1, Burnley 0, 11 minutes into the game. They have no shots so far, so that is quite good. Let me tell them. Should I tell them? I'm not going to tell them. They can figure it out themselves. They're all big boys. Jorginho has taken a knock, but nothing too seriously. Second highlight of the game, Kepa with the goal kick to Ruben Dias. Marches up the field, passes it to Caesar. Good opening to Mason Mount. Loftus-Cheek while Pulisic is waiting on the right wing, and there we go. Pulisic now with the ball. Caesar goes for the overlap, getting it across him. No, puts it back to Pulisic with the cross. Callum Hudson-Odoi, 5th goal of the season. Assist by Pulisic. Good action. 35 minutes into the game almost, and Chelsea 2, Burnley 0. Let's have another look. Caesar with the overview. Goes to Pulisic, and then the tap in from Hudson-Odoi. Good stuff. We are dominating. Caesar with the throw in. Gets to no one. Gets kicked away. Ruben Dias now with all the time in the world, so it seems. Passes it all the way back to Kepa. To Jorginho. Mason Mount once again. Loftus-Cheek back to Mount. Very good opening to Hudson-Odoi on the left hand side. Perfect cross. Abraham. Ooh, good save by the keeper. Like I said, I really hope that Tammy Abraham has found his mojo back, because I do need my main striker to score a lot of goals, especially since he's the lone striker in an advanced forward position. The one thing he's getting paid for is to score goals. If he can't do that, you all know what can happen in Football Manager then. Okay, tell the team they are expected to prove. Oh, Jody, come on, be original. Let's do this. Start second half, please. Let me drop a little praise since we are 2-0 up. They managed to squeeze one shot in. Good on them. Good on you, Burnley. New highlight, Pope with the goal kick gets to, I think, Caesar. Passes it back to midfield. Mason Mount, who is kind of... Oh, but he isn't in the Mezzala position, of course. Yeah. There he goes again. Mason Mount, Loftus-Cheek, bangs it in. He is in the Mezzala position. First goal of the season, assist by our box-to-box midfielder, Mason Mount. And Chelsea is 3-0 up against 10th in the league, at least they were before this game, Burnley. Good kick from range, outside of the box, and first goal of the season for Ruben. Let's drop a little more praise. Corner kick now with Mason Mount behind the ball. No one, oh, and thank God, I thought no one was there, but no one seems to care that Taylor can march all the way to Kepa, who does a pretty good save. And the highlight ends. Let's keep our eye out for a substitution. I will take Pulisic off for the comeback after, I think, 2 or 3 months, really, for Everton. Let's keep it at that for now. Pope with the goal kick. Grimaldo with the good interception. Falls to Jorginho, and it's pouring rain. Mason Mount with all the time in the world. Jorginho back to Ruben Dias. Charges up the field. Pulisic once again. Didn't I sub him? That's a good goal though. Okay, it's still pending. Good goal by Callum Hudson-Odoi. Let me have a look at the replay because I was a bit confused at that moment. Pulisic with all the room in the world with a very good cross, and Callum Hudson-Odoi with an excellent header. Just underneath the crossbar, and we are up. Yes, I will. We are up 4-0. Let's give them more praise because I like what I see. Are you kidding me? Oh God. Let's see. We have Isaac who can play on the left. I mean, is he that fragile? And let me also get off Caesar. He seems to be quite fragile. Hudson-Odoi has also picked up a knock, I think. But he is okay. Grimaldo with the free kick, and there is Hudson-Odoi with the header wide of the goalpost. So I think that'll be it. Yep. Chelsea 4, Burnley 0. Pretty obvious match stats. Let's have a look. They were excellent. I am going to do this. And I am just curious to see if there is any serious injury. 1 to 3 days. Since those were the two games of today, let's have a look at our schedule, and we will be back in January, #transfer window. I have about 30 million euro to spend. I'm not looking for anything in particular. But hey, it can never do any harm, I would say, to add a little competition to our squad. So, we will be back, I think, around, I'm not sure, the Arsenal or the Man United game. I'll have a look at that. And then the episode after, we are going to play Sporting Lisbon, which we drew in the Champions League first knockout round. Second leg at home. Be there. So guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, please leave me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, use the social media links in the description. And I will see you very soon.